So PSA for all new waivers. It's gonna be a lot of work. Okay. All right, y'all. So yeah, man, we just continuing on this list. Now we're talking about the work and the maintenance that goes into getting 360 waves. So today we're gonna brush as we talk. All right, so I'm gonna break it down into 5 parts. I'm gonna break the work that you need to do to get 360 waves into 5 parts that will make it more, just simplify the process for y'all. Remember, simplicity, that's what we're going for. Alright, so the first thing you're gonna have to do is, I recommend dedicating at least an hour a day to your brush sessions. Alright? So that means maybe, I would say 3 20-minute sessions. Three 20-minute sessions, it should be good. If not, maybe 4 15-minute sessions. I mean, 2 30-minute sessions, if that's all you got. Maybe 1 in the morning, 1 at night if you're gonna be working all day. 2 30-minute sessions, that'll work out. But definitely a minimum of an hour. You can't be going less than an hour starting out and expect to see real results. I would say an hour. That's typical. All the waivers that y'all follow are pretty much saying that same thing. But my thing is, you got to make sure that the time that you're putting in is actually good time. So that's why I prefer 4 15-minute sessions or 3 20-minute sessions. Because since you're brushing for a shorter period of time, it's a more quality in the brush session rather than just going an hour and missing areas and all of that. Brushing one side too much because you're used to that side, that arm is stronger, it doesn't get tired as fast, things like that. So my recommendation, ideally 3 20-minute sessions or 4 15-minute sessions. This is just my pre-brush too. I just unragged, so I'm kind of just laying things out. That actually brings us to my next topic, man. You gotta pay attention to your hair. See what's working, see what's not working. You're gonna see if maybe certain products dry your hair out, or maybe it causes you to over curl, or maybe it just doesn't last as long as you need it to. You gotta pay attention to your hair and what it's doing when you're using certain products, or just straight along your journey in general. You gotta pay attention to it. All right. That's the only way you're gonna make real results. So, that being said, as you can see, I got my mirror. Make sure that, I wanna say 90% of your brush sessions should be in the mirror. Don't be doing brush sessions all willy-nilly outside of the mirror. That's how you mess up your connections. 90% of your brush sessions should be in the mirror. And if not, I would stay away from the crown area. So like this right here, because I've been brushing for so long, you know what I mean? Like I know my angles right here. So these, I could go like that. And that's why I always do these angles, I do sideways. So if I'm not mirror brushing, I'm always like this with my brush, right? Rather than like straight up like that, right? I always do sideways because it covers more area and it'll kind of get the waves to line up a lot more. Something like that. Staying away from the crown area. So pretty much like middle of the way. and downwards towards the hairline. Like that. See how that works out to be the same? Just like that. The next thing I recommend is take a lot of photos. If you could take daily photos, probably even once or twice a day, that's great for you to track your progress. So as I'm doing that right now, I'm gonna go ahead and take a photo. Boom. If you're not taking photos, you can't track your progress effectively. And it's also good for Instagram. You can post it on the Instagram. You know what I mean? I said post it on the Instagram. You can post it on Instagram and you can really track your progress that way, right? Other people can share in your progress. So I recommend that highly, all right? The next thing that I'll say is wolf. What's wolfing? Wolfing is the process of letting your hair grow out for X amount of weeks before you actually cut it back down. And the reason why that's important is the longer your hair is, the more curls you could get on on each individual strand of hair. That's what it works out to. So more hair to deal with, more waves, regardless of your hair type. For straighter hair, you're definitely gonna need more hair because genetically you can only have a certain amount of waves, period. Like for people with my hair type, it's gonna be a lot of waves. For somebody with a straighter hair type, it might just go 1, 2 waves, or 1, 2, 3, 4 waves, and that's it. But you gotta have more hair in order for that to happen. So wolfing is the process of growing your hair out as you build on your waves. So you have to do that. You can't be cutting every week, every 2 weeks, and expect to make real progress as far as getting rid of forks and getting your waves flawless, right? Where it's like none of these right here, these breaks in your waves right here, right? The best way to correct all of that is to grow your hair out, and that's what they call wolfing. And that brings me to the next topic, and that is getting good and timely haircuts. All right, so first let's talk about good haircuts. If y'all been following me on Instagram, y'all saw that a few months ago, before the last time I scalped. Yeah, I think that was up in July, so that was before. So that was the first time I scalped in the summer. So I think so. Yeah, it was around the first time I scalped in the summer. I went to a barber out here for the first time, totally messed up my hair. If you get a bad haircut, it could literally ruin your progress. Literally, like they could cut like a big patch right here, and now these hairs aren't at your curl length, and so this section of your hair is all messed up now. And so you got to make sure that the barber that you're going to knows how to cut waves. Like knows how to cut waves. Don't take their word for it. They all gonna say, yeah, we know how to cut any type of hair. No, they don't. Go to a barber that you've seen do good haircuts on waves and use that barber. If your particular barber that you're using right now, you have no evidence that they've cut waves and you can't see that they did good wave cuts, do not test your waves out on that barber. It don't matter if they've been your barber since you was 3. I'm telling you, man, you ruin your progress. All right? Don't do it. So remember what I said about getting a timely haircut. That's important, right? Because if you're wolfing, you can't get weekly haircuts. You gotta go longer and longer between your haircuts to see the progress that you need to see after you cut. Because when you cut, that's when you reveal the progress or the loss of progress. So if you cut every week, that's too frequent. You're not gonna see real progress. But if you cut, let's say 4 to 6 weeks, then you'll start seeing some difference, at least with my hair type, right? 4 to 6 weeks, you start seeing some difference, or even longer. So timely haircuts is just as important as a good haircut. Because again, if you cut too soon, you'll prevent yourself from seeing progress. But in that time frame though, I still think it's cool to get shape ups and tapers, you know, keep it clean looking. There's a lot of wavers that don't think you should do that. They're like, that's not true wolfing if you cutting your hair. I don't think so. At the end of the day, it's a hairstyle and it needs to look good. You can't be out here looking crazy just cause you wolfing. Like, the general public don't care about that. Somebody looking at your hair, they think it looks good. If you're all scruffy and straggly looking, they're not gonna appreciate the waves as much as if it's a clean cut and all that. And I think that's what's important. I think so. Unless you're doing it for the rest of the wave community to say, yeah, you go in 12 weeks, no cut, then great, that's good on you. But for the most part, I'm just saying, it's a style, you want it to look good, try to keep it good. So now as you do all of these things, it'll really build up a routine for you, right? That's the practice, that's the hard work that you're putting in. You develop a maintenance routine where, okay, so my normal cycle is from a cut, I'll wait 4, 5, maybe 6 weeks or more, and then I get a cut. And then when I get the cut, I know I need to start doing these things. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, I do these. Week 5, week 6, I do these. And that's what I meant by that. But you gotta understand that it's gonna, especially in the beginning, it's a lot of trial and error. So make sure y'all are prepared for that. It's not gonna happen overnight. But trust me, if you follow a lot of these steps that I'm telling you, it makes it way easier and you'll feel like it's happening a lot faster than it is. All right, and it'll definitely be a lot faster than a lot of people, because I see people talking about, yeah man, I've been brushing for a year, I've been brushing for 6 months, I'm not seeing that type of results, yada yada. Once you know these things that I'm telling you and you're practicing these, you see results fast. Like literally, this weekend makes it, I guess, week 5, right? Look where I'm at. My weak side, I just put out a video how to prevent or get rid of weak sides fast, right? That was only a few days ago. Remember, we're doing daily sessions, right? Look at my crown area. You see the waves coming in right here. A few days ago, that was my weak side. So I'm just trying to show y'all. Anyway, man, it's your boy Tech. I hope this helps. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.